Okay, let's dig in. I know your heart is helping people out, and what better way to help somebody than to guide them through the biggest purchase of their life?
Yeah.
So start by walking me through how that process starts for someone. If I was ready to buy a house today, my first house, what can I expect? Talk to me about those first steps and what goes on.
Okay, so a lot of people now seem to be on the track where they understand that their credit matters tremendously. So I tend to get phone calls now, which 3 years ago was a little bit different, but now I tend to get phone calls where they're like, hey, I want to get prepared. What can I do? Which is the exact right thing to do. So we want to take a look at the credit. It doesn't necessarily mean I have to pull it. Sometimes, there's a lot of sources out there where they can take a look themselves. But we want to make sure that there are no recent past dues. They have enough credit actually established to show an actual score. Okay. We want to make sure that they understand, you need to have some money in the bank. Maybe it's not for your down payment, but you do need to have some established money set aside so that you've got, there's things that are going to happen when you move in, things you're going to want, need. And then we want to talk about employment. So employment's a really big deal. A lot of people, there's overtime out there, there's bonus structures, salary versus commission. There's just a lot that varies in your income. So if they call me ahead of time, I can find out how they're paid, how it's structured. Is a bonus structure something they want me to take into consideration? Because I'm pretty conservative. I won't unless I need to. Being house broke is not something I ever want for any of my clients. So we take a really good look at all of that, and that picture gets them an idea of what they're really comfortable with when it comes to a monthly payment. I estimate taxes and insurance in that for them, and that's literally a part of our first conversation. That way, when they're done talking to me, even if I don't necessarily have credit pulled, I want them to know what they feel comfortable with for an actual mortgage payment when they leave the phone. When they hang up, and they probably have a list of things I'm having them work on doing, I want them to know, like, hey, at the end goal is, like, light at the end of the tunnel. I may have a lot of things I got to work on, but I want them to know, like, what their final payment's going to look like so that they feel really comfortable and excited about it. And it is a lot less expensive to buy if you look at a monthly payment structure versus a rent structure. But that does not mean they're all ready to buy. That doesn't mean everyone's ready to be a homeowner. But again, light at the end of the tunnel, it gives them something to work for.
Right.
So.